It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the LA Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games. And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now Jones. Open man is Duvernay. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Throwing Jones. Waller taking it in over the middle. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Herbert on first down now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the sideline and incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, it's much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down, Giants.
Again, it's Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Giants at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. The middle with Barkley. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Brad Robbins now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive.
Hey, let's punch it in.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Chip. Biggie. Goldfish. Goldfish.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 31, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Jones throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they take a knee. So we come upon halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Crowd right. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Herbert now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run it.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 28-yard line.
380. Run. Run.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers 1st down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass out left finds Johnston. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
380. Run.
Here's Herbert. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's a give to Barkley, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him now on 25 carries. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And some strong running. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So a victory here for the men in blue.